Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Bridget Bjorlo. A Bridgeport man has now been charged in connection to the death of a baby found unresponsive in a Milford motel room yesterday.
Fox 61's Julia LeBlanc was in court as 31-year-old Dale Kirkland was arraigned.
These are extremely serious allegations.
Just over 24 hours after police say 31-year-old Dale Kirkland of Bridgeport checked out of the Mayflower Motel in Milford with an unresponsive baby girl in his room.
Is involved the death of the child.
He's facing a Milford judge.
The defendant was the last person to see that child alive.
Milford police say they were called to the motel around 11 a.m. Wednesday after a housekeeper found the infant, ranging in age from 3 to 6 months old.
The first officers on scene did remove the baby from the bathtub and did CPR until the paramedics arrived.
Officer Brianna MacDonald says the baby was rushed to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. An infant they believe Kirkland is related to.
We discovered that Dale Kirkland had been renting out the room. Further investigation did reveal that it appeared that he checked in with the infant and left yesterday morning after he checked out without the infant.
Police sharing this photo of Kirkland from motel surveillance cameras, trying to track him down. Later that evening, officers found him walking around Bridgeport when he was arrested and sent to the hospital for an evaluation.
It was kind of all hands on deck as soon as we heard that call come in.
While police are not able to share any information about the baby's mother, they do say there was an open DCF investigation involving the family, and prosecutors feel Kirkland will face more charges.
Obviously, the allegations are serious, but no criminal record.
And as the legal process plays out, the officers and cleaning staff making that grim discovery are dealing with the aftermath.
We're all really here for each other, supporting each other. It's one of those things that you kind of just, you know it happens, but you just never expect to see it.
Now, a manager at the motel tells us Kirkland did stay there in the past, but he wasn't able to tell us much more. Now, the judge did set his bond today at $1 million. She also ordered a mental health evaluation, put him on suicide watch, and ordered a competency exam to see if he would be ready to stand trial if that did come around. We are in Milford tonight. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Hi, Julia. Thank you. East Hartford police are investigating a murder-suicide tonight. Police say 62-year-old Naresh Kumar and 54-year-old Atma Sharma were found dead with gunshot wounds. It happened last night at a home on Hilltop Farms Lane. The two were married. Police believe there was a fight, and they are calling it a case of domestic violence. A gun was found near the victims. Police say it was legally registered to the husband. A relative was home at the time, but they were not hurt. If you or someone you know needs support, you can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline, where help is available 24/7. That number is on your screen now, 800-799-7233. You can also text BEGIN to 88788.
New tonight, a Woodstock woman is facing more than 100 counts of animal cruelty. Police say Tracy Donovan had 96 dogs, 2 cats, 2 exotic birds, 1 rabbit, and 2 goats, all of them living in deplorable conditions on her property. All of the dogs had health issues. 4 had to be put down. Donovan is being held right now on a $150,000 bond. And turning to the weather now, another nice day, but will this trend last for the weekend?
Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frayne joining us now. Rach, how about it?
Nice weather lasts into the weekend, but it's a different kind of nice. Right now we've got that little early fall chill in the air. Tomorrow is a transition day to some warmer weather as we head into this upcoming weekend with highs returning to the 80s. Right now we're looking at middle 70s in the Hartford area, upper 70s for New Haven. It's looking like a brighter shade of blue in the sky in the Hartford area right now. And here's the most important thing. We stay dry through sunset on Sunday night before showers and storms return on Monday. Again, this is not just a want, but a need at this point so folks can clean up after last weekend's flooding. Right now we're looking at temperatures that are in the 70s across across the state, upper 60s in Torrington. And we're looking at overnight lows, once again, tumbling back into the 50s. So it won't be technically as cool as it was this morning when we had a couple 40s sprinkled in, but still good sleeping weather, still a refreshing start to the day tomorrow, and a warmer finish. So it's sunny as we head through your Friday. We're looking at highs around 80 degrees in Wallingford. Low humidity continues, upper 70s for Waterford as we head through tomorrow, and near 80 degrees in Durham. We'll talk about that weekend warm up coming up.
All right, Rachel, looks good. Thank you very much. Well, this week's historic rainfall in western Connecticut has left school officials with some tough decisions to make. Oxford Public Schools is delaying the start of the school year until September. Students were supposed to return next week. Moments ago, I spoke with the Oxford superintendent, who told me he's putting safety first.
We have roads that are impassable. We have bridges that don't exist. We have roads that the sides of the road just don't exist, or you just go right off the cliff. And then there are roads that are compromised that each day there's more sinkholes and potholes emerging. So just the safe conditions of the roads are not permitting buses to transport on them right now.
He says the best case scenario was to return to class sometime during the week of September 3rd, but acknowledges the start date could be pushed back beyond that. So I asked, why not consider virtual learning, a model used during the COVID-19 pandemic? He told me making that call is a bit complicated.
Not as easy as just telling our students and staff go online anymore. We have to do some logistics and get clearance from the state and our attorneys and our collective bargaining in order to start that type of learning. And we know that's not best for students. It's not going to be easy for some of these families. We're trying to work with our before and after school organization that provides childcare at our elementary schools to see if they could provide additional coverage for those families that are in need. And we'll continue to provide whatever supports that we can to the families here.
As of right now, students will have an extra 3 days of school stacked on in June. The district is not allowed to go beyond June 30th. If need be, they can take away holidays during the year, or in a worst case scenario, add days the following school year. Brent.
Well, the Connecticut communities hit hardest by flooding are not only dealing with flood damage, but now water restrictions as well. The towns of Bethel, Oxford, Beacon Falls, Seymour, Newtown, all being asked to conserve. Fox 61's Matt Karen is in Newtown to explain the source of the problem.
We're here in Newtown at the mouth of the Putatuck River. It's a narrow river fed by the Housatonic that's gotten a lot wider and a lot dirtier. Follow it and it takes you to the Aquarian well fields. They were flooded out. The irony, a water supply damaged by water.
Newtown, the area where our well fields are located, actually is still flooded.
Take a look before and after. This train trestle in Newtown collapsed, leaving the tracks suspended while the retaining wall crumbled.
It's kind of created a dam, and it's preventing that water from receding.
These pictures show an Aquarian well in Newtown before and after the flood. Pumps and wiring damaged.
Literally, we had to go in by boat to our facility.
Aquarian is now asking residents in Bethel, Oxford, Beacon Falls, Seymour, and Newtown to conserve.
Usually at this time of the year, I power wash my house. I have a vinyl-sided house, and I'll wait on that.
You should avoid car or power washing, gardening, lawn watering, and pool filling.
We're not going to water anything. We don't wash our cars. Our pool is overfilled. So I don't know if we are really going to use much water anyway.
Some people told Fox 61 they have concerns about water quality, not quantity.
Yeah, it would concern me the quality of the water coming through. If it's going to be a lot of debris was in there, so you don't know what the wash off is.
We took that concern to Aquarian. They told us quality remains high and that the problem is isolated to equipment failure. They shut down their well fields before the storm to prevent stormwater from contaminating the drinking supply and have instead rerouted customer water from reservoirs.
We have redundant water supplies, so customers are receiving water from our main water system.
Aquarian told me that in addition to the wells in Newtown, their wells in Oxford were also damaged, but they are in the process of being repaired. In total, both of these issues are affecting more than 24,000 customers. Reporting in Newtown, Matt Caron, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.